They said the strangest thing happened. We were looking at the moon, and it split right in half. One on one side, one on the other. We never imagined we'd ever see anything like that. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, what was it? Is it some kind of miracle going on? No. There's something in the desert. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Whatever you do, don't talk to somebody named Muhammad about it. You see? I have a miracle in front of them. And what do? They deny it even when it's confirmed by an outside source. There, proof. What more proof do you need? And when these miracles come, why don't they believe? Another really big miracle is mentioned in the Quran in chapter 17, Surah Al-Isra. The meaning of it is, Allah is saying that the praise is to the one who took his servant from Masjid al-Haram, which is Mecca, to Masjid Qudus, or Quds, which is in Palestine, Jerusalem. You remember this story? Al-Quds. And he did it all in one night, because that's what it says in the verse. Allah took him all in one night. So let us examine this story and understand about it, because the details are coming to us from many of the companions of Muhammad, and we know it's a true story. That what happened, Allah sent an animal between the size of a donkey and a mule. It wasn't huge, but it was in between the two sizes. But it could take one step and go many, many, many miles. Strange animal that it was, and Allah sent this and took Prophet Muhammad ﷺ while he had been laying down, and then suddenly, here, he's on this animal, and quickly he is in the Holy Land, in Al-Quds. Quds means holy, by the way. This is sacred. And while he was there, the first thing happens is he leads the salah for all of the Anbiya, all of the prophets. And we've been talking about prophets. That's the reason for having our program, isn't it? So he had all the prophets gathered together right then, from Adam all the way to him. All of them were there, and all of them did salah together. Wasn't that nice? Amazing. And then after that, Allah made it so that he could go in stages on these levels. And first he saw Adam, alayhi salam, and he got to talk to him. And then after that was Jesus, and he saw Harun, and he saw, which was further up the line, he saw Moses, he saw all of the prophets, and he was going along. And then there was a greeting that they had in salams, and the angel Jibril was with him and taking him through, and actually the angel was going to each level and showing him what to say and what to do, until he came to this high level. They went up, 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 until they came to the very highest level. Jibril alayhi salam stopped, and he said, no one can go any further than this. Even I can't go any further. Only you. Go ahead. So Muhammad was going somewhere where nobody had been, ever. The closest anybody ever been to Allah. And in this condition, and in this place, came the greeting. At-tayyatu lillahi was-salawatu at-tayyibatu. What does that mean? Because this was what was said first. Muhammad said this to his Lord, that all of the praise and all the worship and all the prayers and all of this is only for you, Allah. Only for you. Everything is for Allah in worship. This is the meaning behind it. Then came the response from Allah to him. Assalamu alayka ayyuha nabiyyu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And this is a strange thing, because always when we greet anybody, we say salam alaykum. Salam alaykum. We don't say assalamu alayk. Because assalamu alayk means peace only to you, nobody else. But because we know there are angels with us, so even if a person's by themselves, we say assalamu alaykum, meaning to you and to the angels with you. This is why we say salam alaykum even to one person. But this was Allah saying to Muhammad, assalamu alayk, because there was nobody with him. And this is what we say in the prayer, isn't it? Isn't it the same thing in the prayer, isn't it? Assalamu alayka ayyuha nabiyyu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But then Muhammad ﷺ comes back and he says, wa assalamu alayna abadallahu as-salihin. And he says, he's asking immediately for peace to be upon the righteous believers. Isn't that nice? He didn't say, oh, I need something for me. Immediately he asked, as soon as Allah gave peace to him, he said, and peace for the believers, the followers. That's excellent. Very, very considerate when you say. And then comes the beautiful statement, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasul. I bear witness there's none to worship except Allah, and Muhammad's his messenger. Now the story that I just told you, starting with when he greets Allah, helps you to understand why we say this in our salah every single day. It helps us to remember what we're doing and what we're saying. It's not just words. It has a very deep, profound meaning. Now, while he was there, Muhammad was in front of Allah. And by the way, he didn't see Allah, but he was in the presence of Allah, according to what they tell us. Allah commanded now something that was amazing. Because always before, the prophets had been ordered to do salah. And this is when it came. Because on this time and in this point, that's when Allah said, I'm ordering salah for you and your followers. Your followers will also be praying, and the number increases to 50. 50 times a day. Is that a lot? Do you think you could pray 50 times a day? No. Neither did Moses. Because when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, started going back down, Musa alayhi salam was asking him, because remember, Musa used to talk to Allah direct, and Allah spoke to him direct. So now, Muhammad has heard directly from Allah, no doubt. And he said, what did he say? He said, well, he commanded us 50 times a day to do salah. He said, 50 times? Oh my God, I've had people. I know they won't do it. They'll never do it. Go back and get it reduced. Well, he went back to Allah and he asked Allah, could it be reduced? And Allah reduced it. So he came back down. Musa again asked him, okay, did he reduce it? Yeah. How much now? He said 45. No. Go back, get it reduced. They'll never do it. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went back and asked Allah, reduce it again. And each time he would come back, and each time Musa would say, no, go back, until he got it reduced down to 5. And when he came back, Musa said, how many? He said 5. He said, they won't do it. Go back, get it reduced. They'll never make 5. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I'm too shy to keep going back. I can't go back anymore. So it stayed at 5. But the good news is, and Allah even tells us in the Quran, that if you bring a good deed on the day of judgment, Allah will reward you 10 times. So even if you only pray 5, you get the reward of 50. So we still get the reward of 50, even though we're only doing 5. So be sure and do your 5, so you're completing your salah. Very important. Well, then when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came back down from the heaven and came back to his place, and he told some people about it. The disbelievers right away were going, ho, 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 oh, here's a good one for you. And they went to where Abu Bakr was doing something, and they came and said, Abu Bakr, you know what your friend has said? And he knew right away he's talking about Muhammad. Said he went all the way from the masjid here to the masjid in Palestine, in the Holy Land. He went all the way to Aqsa in one night and came back, even went up to heaven, even in front of his Lord. What do you think of that? They said, Abu Bakr never even looked up. He just said, if he said it, he did it. And for this, they gave him the name. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard about his response. He didn't even waver for a second. If he said it, he did it. And for this, Muhammad called him as-Sadiq. Say as-Sadiq.
As-Sadiq.
Now, Sadiq means the one who speaks the truth. But as-Sadiq means the one who confirms the truth when it's spoken. Like when you go for a document in court, sometimes it has to be confirmed that you signed it and it's notarized or something from the court. So that means verified. And that is what Abu Bakr as-Sadiq did on that occasion. He verified the truth and said, if he said it, he did it. And may Allah give us this kind of understanding and response quickly, that when we hear the truth, that we also verify it. May Allah make us all Sadiq. Ameen. Now, a smaller miracle, but still something, was that there was a tree stump that Prophet used to lean on sometimes and lay over toward it when he was standing up. When you stand for a long time, you like to have a stick or something. He had this big thing right by the minbar. He used to lean on it, and he used to give his speeches from there. Now, we don't think about trees and plants having any feelings. Many people don't believe they have any feelings. They don't realize that everything from Allah is a part of Allah's creation, and you have to respect it. So he's always over here by this, giving these lectures. So one day, a woman had one of her servants make a special, like, stepping place for him to step up onto and give his lectures. So he got up on there to give his lecture on this, kind of like a box with steps, you know, and he started to give the lecture. And suddenly they heard this tree stump making noise like... And the people are looking at it going, what's that? And he stand over there, and when he got over here and touched that thing, he would go, oh.